Hey everyone, so a little while ago we did this video on installing a Schroth QuickFit Pro into your Tesla Model 3. And I want to provide a quick update on this. One thing I don't think I emphasize strongly enough in this video is that this is not approved by Schroth for use in this car. The belt I used in this video was for a BMW E90, I believe. And on the belt itself, it clearly says you shouldn't use it outside of the approved usage. And I'm not providing this update because someone reached out or said anything. It just so happened that after I made this video, I was getting ready for a track day, and the regulations for this particular track day stated that if your harness had a warning like that, you couldn't use it. And so that ended up, causing me to go down the rabbit hole and learn a whole bunch about safety and race car safety, etc. And it was actually super interesting. And so one of the concerns with this is not necessarily that the belt would fail or that the anchor points would fail, is that the Tesla seat specifically hasn't been tested for the forces involved in a crash. And it isn't clear if the seat back would hold up under the forces it would be under, since you have the strap kind of going over the seat and exerting all these downward forces on it. It hasn't been tested to know what would happen in that case, whereas they have obviously tested the BMW seats and the other seats for which they offer belts. So I just want to make that totally clear. And I'll put I watched some really interesting videos in the learning process, and I'll put links to those. And I think the most interesting thing I learned was, how to think about, I would say, safety in a car as an entire system. Your standard kind of setup with your 3-point harness, airbags, etc., are designed as a system to protect you. And what I learned in kind of going through these videos was there are similar systems in race car safety where you have the bucket seat, you have the harness system, and then you have a roll cage. Because I think what was interesting to me was I didn't realize that if you are strapped in using harnesses into a seat, you're in this very vertical position. If the car were to roll over, because you're held into that position, your head and neck end up being the things that get compressed, versus in a standard 3-point setup, you will roll forward over that if the car were to roll over. So the roll cage and that additional support above you become very critical. I'll post the videos I watched. I think I'm not an expert in this space, but I found it really interesting, and it kind of caused me to kind of go back and look at the overall setup in my car. And from what I could find, the only complete package you could get is the one by Unplugged Performance, which includes a seat, harness bar. I don't know if it serves as a roll cage, but I'm going to dig into this a little bit. Anyway, I just wanted to share as an update so you're aware and you can make a decision which is right for you.